Welcome everyone, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given two circles. This is the inner one and this is the outer one. And you notice a line is drawn. This line is a chord and is drawn to touch the inner one at this point, which now extends to touch the outer part, the outer circle at these 2 points. And this length measures 20 meters. We are asked to find the area of the shaded. The shaded region is this. How do you do that? Don't worry. I'm going to take you through that step by step. It's just so easy. Now, for us to get the area of the shaded region, you just know that the area of the shaded is simply you getting the area of the outer one. If we get the area of the outer circle, then subtract the area of the inner one. So we have minus area of the inner. If we can do this, it gives us the area of the shaded parts. Now let's go back to the diagram. Remember, this center is the center for the two circles. Any line from the center drawn to touch the circumference gives you the radius. In that case, you are free to generate as many radius as possible, but we are going to target those special ones that will help us in answering this. Now, from here, we can generate a radius, move a line from the center. Because of this line, and when you see this kind of question, always target a meeting point. It helps you to answer the question easily. So the radius we target is the one that will meet at this point. So we're going to take it down to touch this point at this. Now, we label this the R. This is for the small circle. The radius is R. What else do we need to do? We know too well that the radius of the two circles will not be the same. For the bigger circle, for the outer circle, this is the center. Then to get the radius, move a line from the center to touch any part of the circumference. And as you know, we are going to target a special radius that will help us in answering. So we are going to target the one that will move from here to touch at this point, this vertex. Did you see that? So this is our radius for the bigger circle. And in that case, we can label it capital R for the radius of the bigger one. And for the smaller one, we use small r. Now, what else do we need to know? Remember that for each time you draw a circle and there is a chord drawn, this line is what we call a chord. A chord is a line that runs from one part of the circumference to the other, but it does not pass through the center. If it passes through the center, we call it the diameter. Now, for this chord, remember that any line that is drawn from the center to touch this chord at this point, it is perpendicular. This line is perpendicular. This line from the center is perpendicular to the chord, and it also bisects the chord. It divides the chord equally. In that case, if here is the total length measures 20, then it means that from here to here we'll measure 10, and from here to here we'll measure 10, so that the total length gives you back 20. Now let's see how to apply this here. Remember that this line runs from this, touching this. We say that this is our chord. And if this line touches it at this point, a right angle here, perpendicular, and it also bisects this chord. In that case, it means that, let's adjust this. So it means that from this length down to this length is going to measure 10 meters. Then from here down to this place also measures 10 meters. So then when you add the total, it gives you back 20 meters. Now, what did you observe? You observe that this has formed a right angle triangle because it makes angle 90 here. So let's bring that shape out to see if it helps us in what we want to do. Bringing out this shape, this is what we have. From here to here is the radius. This is also R for the small circle. Then from here to here measures 10 meters. We can rotate this and it gives us this. This place measures R and this longest side measures capital R. This one measures 10. Now, whenever you work with the size of a right angle triangle, remember to use your Pythagorean theorem. So applying it here, this part is the longest side. The side that is opposite to this right angle is the longest side. So in that case, we are going to now have this length, square it. It should be equal to the square of the two legs summed. So we now have 10 squared plus r squared. And what do we do next? This gives us r squared is 10 squared is 100 plus r squared. What do we do next? We are going to subtract this from both sides. So if you do that, subtract r squared here, subtract here. This goes off. We are going to now have r squared minus r squared is equal to 100. Now, what do we do with this? Let's keep it and then revisit what we stated here to help us to get the area of the shaded. Going back to this statement, we have it that the area of the outer will be, this is the outer one, so it's giving us pi. The radius is this one, the radius of the bigger one, so we have pi r squared minus the area of the inner, this is the inner, and this is the radius, so it's giving us pi small r squared. That is for the area of the shaded. If you simplify this, we are having area of the shaded is equal to pi, let's factor pi out, into r squared minus this small r squared. Now remember, we left a statement behind that r squared minus small r squared is equal to 100. So what we do now is we are going to substitute this in this statement to help us to get the area of the shaded. Let's do that together. From here, we now have it. Area of the shaded will be equal to pi. Now, this is what we have. We are going to replace this with what we have here, which is 100. So we have pi into 100. And that gives us area of the shaded is equal to, multiply this, it gives you 100 pi. So this is our value for leaving it in terms of pi. We can also leave it in decimal. If you do that, you are going to have area of the shaded will be approximately 314.159. So this is another value in decimal, also in square units. And I hope you learned something. If you did, don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I will also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for choosing to learn tutorials. I hope to see you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.